Welcome back to my channel, guys. Of course, as you know, this is your boy Ali. Hope everybody's doing great and staying safe out there, masking up according to the FDA regulations. So today's video is gonna be kind of leading up to my previous videos that I've been making about internet, Wi-Fi, how to set up gateways, routers, etc. So today's video is going to be about bandwidth saturation. And what is bandwidth saturation? Why is it so important? Now, a lot of you have internet at home, and I know the number one complaint with any kind of provider that you have is that your internet is slow, it's sluggish, or it's just not connecting, your devices are not connecting. So the root cause for that is bandwidth saturation. And that's why this video should be important to you. I know the name sounds a little bit technical, but that's what that is, bandwidth saturation. So pretty much certain devices inside your house eat up the bandwidth, and I'll show you what that is all about, and we'll kind of walk through that. So what is bandwidth saturation? We'll start off there. As we do with every video, we start off by what it is, right? What is the biggest question before we get into the little bit more of a technical side of things. So bandwidth saturation is a phenomena where the available bandwidth is consumed by a large file or something that's being uploaded or downloaded into your network, and that sucks up all the bandwidth, leading up to high latency, packet loss, so eventually timeouts and slow speeds, etc. So I'll read it off the notes here that I took. So outside of simply uploading large files via FTP, something like YouTube or something, but there's other commonly overlooked causes of bandwidth congestions, which are pretty much like backup software like Dropbox, Torrent, that you download something on and you leave it seeding. System updates, that also includes mobile devices as well, and large attachments and other similar things that constantly require some sort of bandwidth to upload or download. So if you suspect bandwidth saturation within your network, the first thing you want to do, which is sort of a direct method of troubleshooting this, is just pretty much open up your command line or your CLI or your terminal or even your CMD, right? Just open it up and do a ping test. So what that will show you is the time to resolve, or time in milliseconds, to show you what is the round trip time when the ping goes out and when it comes back. You'll see the replies are coming back kind of late, and you'll see the milliseconds in maybe 1161 milliseconds, for example. That's a very late response from the device that you're pinging. So that right away, you know there is some sort of a network congestion. Now the best way to tackle that is just to run a continuous ping, take devices off one by one. You could do that in various different ways, but simply if you are connected via mobile device, you could just pretty much log off the devices from your Wi-Fi one by one and keep running the ping at the same time, and you'll see the milliseconds will drop dramatically. And I've never had to do that, but I know in an enterprise level environment, things are done a little bit differently. Extremely high latency is one of the hallmarks for bandwidth saturation. Now, when you're doing a continuous ping, one thing you want to keep in mind is that anything under 1 second is normal. So if you're seeing anything like 200 milliseconds or something like that, without a doubt, that is something that's going to end up leading to a bigger problem. So when that happens and your response times are very slow, what also is happening is your packet losses. So file sharing devices are normally like the biggest problem, pretty much obvious generator of traffic on like a DSL or a cable line. So what people sometimes are unaware of, that these programs do not fully stop when you stop them, right? They have background processes or services that continue to run, and they're syncing stuff off automatically without you having to activate it all the time. So some of these programs keep their shared folder open, continue to allow others to have access, and using up bandwidth on the line. Now, if you use any of the file sharing programs, take a look through the icons in your taskbar on the bottom right. Make sure none of them are open, and you should find the culprit if there's anything that's causing the issue. Now the second thing is a possible for bandwidth consumption is some sort of a virus or a worm that's inside your computer. Computers infected with internet worms can generate incredible amount of traffic. So you could check that in your task manager as well to see what processes are taking up how much resources. Now, a virus does not usually cause a huge amount of traffic on its own, but many spammers uses emails or email viruses or create zombie spams, relays, and nothing chokes a connection quite like 100,000 emails sent every minute. So these are like continuous spamming tools that are out there for hackers or spammers that could pretty much generate a lot of traffic so the virus doesn't do it itself. Another thing that could cause your bandwidth consumption high is if you have open wireless connection. Now, a lot of people don't put passwords on their SSID or their wireless devices, so anybody could connect to them. So that when a lot of devices are connected to them, even people that are not part of your network are just connecting because they found an open Wi-Fi source, then that will be another cause of why your bandwidth consumption is so high. Now, what you want to do is make sure you enable passwords on all your Wi-Fi devices. That may be helpful to you guys is that when you are suspecting bandwidth consumption, what you could do is open up Network Monitor, which is a free software on your Microsoft Windows, and you could kind of see the traffic that's being sent and received. But a fairly short video today, guys. Thank you for staying tuned in. For the people that are brand new, hit the subscribe button. I'm usually giving out these type of tips to you guys so it could help you in your daily life. And today's video was pretty much how to cut down some excessive traffic that you just are not aware of that's causing bandwidth consumption. So hopefully this video helped you out and you could eliminate some of those devices that are unwanted using up your bandwidth off your network. So till next time, see you guys later.